What's good, y'all? Red Sosa back in the building with another banger. And man, before we get into anything about this video and this build, I just want to say thank God for giving me this opportunity, but also thank y'all for coming through, deciding to click on today's video. I got a very special build in store for y'all. The first ever mid-range Maestro with over 100 badges on NBA 2K22 next gen. Now, the mid-range Maestro, the mid-range Maestro, whatever y'all want to call it, we're also going to be able to get glass cleaning takeover, and we get Hall of Fame posterizer, which means 99 driving dunk, and the physicals are still going to be on point, y'all. So before we get into anything else, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join RGF, the Rich Gang family, go ahead and turn on post notifications, but do not forget to hit that like button. Since y'all already clicked on today's video, go ahead and let's get 50 big likes on this banger. Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And now, man, let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. So when it comes down to it, the position you want to make this under, put it under the small forward position. That is going to be one of the most rare meta builds that you can ever make, but also the position is going to be the best out of every single one this year. Now, when it comes down to the next part of this build, the height, the weight, and the wingspan, this is really going to be on point. And I say that because you're going to be able to not be too small on this build. You're still going to be able to defend pretty well. And then when it comes down to the wingspan and the weight, these are really going to go hand in hand when it comes down to the physicals. So we're going to leave it at 6'7". When it comes down to the weight, you can go with 180 or 181. It really comes down to your preference. It does not matter too much. But as for the wingspan, raise it one tick, and from there, everything is going to be all set. Now, body shape, I like to go with burly or built, but for this one, we only get built and defined for the main two that I would pick. So for this one, I'm actually going to go with built, but again, you can change it to whatever one you feel like is going to be more based off of your play style and preference. Now, when it comes down to these badges, these are super specific when it comes down to getting Hall of Fame posterizer with that 99 driving dunk, as well as the physicals taken into consideration. Still going to be able to dribble on the field, defend, and also shoot, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started with the finishing side of things. We're going to go with a close shot of 66. Driving layup, we're actually going to go ahead and put this up to an 84. And then when it comes down to the next big stat, the driving dunk, like I said, put this to a 99, and we're going to be able to unlock Hall of Fame posterizer on this build, which makes it 10 times better, y'all. Not too many rare builds with a meta type of playstyle are going to be able to maintain and carry that 99 driving dunk, but for this build, everything is going to work out perfect in order to do so. Now, when it comes down to the shooting, please be sure that y'all follow along here as well. As for the mid-range shot, we're going to go with an 83. Three-pointer maxes out at 82, or you can go ahead and put it to an 81 just to maintain the perfect amount of badges right here and also get more wealth in other categories. Now, for the free throw, right now, I'm going to show y'all one version without the free throw, but before we get into anything else and end the video off, I will be showing y'all a version of this build with still over 100 badges, and also the free throw is going to be up. Right now, we're going to leave it like this, but when it comes down to the playmaking, pass accuracy, 84. Ball handle 83, and then the speed with ball, we're actually going to go ahead and put this to a 76 for 26 badges, y'all. Now, when it comes down to the defense, 81 perimeter defense, 46 steal. Then, when it comes down to the block, we're actually going to go ahead and max this out at 83. Now, we got the rebounding to work with. So, right here for the offensive, I'm going to put it to a 76. Defensive, go ahead and put this to an 86, and right there, we get 21 badges. So, between all of these badges, y'all, go ahead and add them up. Between just the finishing and the shooting, we're going to be able to get 48 badges. Now, let's go ahead and get into the defensive. Add that in. We're going to be able to get 70, and then add in the 26 from the playmaking. That's going to make it 96 plus the +4 that we get from college, and that is going to allow us to get a total of 100 badges on this build, y'all. Now, when it comes down to these physicals, right here is where you have to make some adjustments in order to up your free throw. So right here, I maxed out the speed, but then I put my acceleration to a 74, 80 vertical in order to unlock all of the contact dunks, 70 speed, and we end up with a 62 free throw, y'all. Again, this is something that I would go with, of course, if you want to take this build into any game mode. But if you're going to be more so of a 3v3 player, 2s, or even 1v1, go ahead and make the very first version that I showed y'all. But as you can see, we get Hall of Fame Posterizer. Gonna cost us 7 badges, but it's alright. We got over 100 badges on this build, so do not worry. Consider also the takeover that you get. Gonna really make this build a nice one to use. Now, with that rare build name, of course, you definitely want to be using something special when it comes down to it. You don't want to be like everybody else. Unless that's the route you want to take, go ahead and do so. But now, let's go ahead and check out the takeovers that we get. Earlier, like I showed y'all, we get the glass cleaning, playmaking, shot creating, and then the slashing, y'all. Again, just to add to the animations on this build, I'm going to go with ankle breaking shots for the shot creator. Second one, I'm going to go with a defensive takeover and see the future. And as y'all can see, we have made the first ever 100 plus badge mid-range Maestro build coming at y'all on NBA 2K22 next gen, and this is going to be one of the best rare builds that y'all will see all year. Now, if y'all have any builds that I have not dropped that get over 100 badges, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I really do want to see what kind of builds we can be making with over 100 badges this year. Now, when it comes down to these stats at 99 overall, consider a few things. +4 from bind boost, as well as the +4 from running with teammates that are going to have floor general and defensive leader. So if that's the case, the mid-range shot definitely going to be able to get in the 90s. 3-point shot, this in takeover, you will be in the 90s. We're going to be able to get literally over a 100 driving dunk. I know it stays at 99, but over 100 sounds pretty crazy. Driving layup will be in the 90s. Close shot will be in the 70s, and then when it comes down to the playmaking, speed with ball will be in the 80s, ball handle will be in the 90s. Then when it comes down to the defensive side of things, that gets even better as well. So just remember, take all things into consideration before you assume. Now let's go ahead and get into this badge count. I'm gonna go with Hall of Fame, Limitless Takeoff, Posterizer, as well as Auxiliary Finisher. Then from there, I'm gonna go with Unstrippable, but if you want to change it up just to get the best contact dunk animations for the Lob City, go ahead and put on Lob City Finisher on Hall of Fame. You can change up the tier to gold if you want to, and then go ahead and put on Fearless Finisher as well as Fast Twitch on bronze. Comes down to what y'all want to do. But now, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. Right here, I'm going to go with Gold Hot Zone Hunter as well as Hall of Fame Sniper. Cannot forget about Deadeye, so I'm going to put that on Silver. Bronze Green Machine, and then I'm going to go with Silver Blinders, y'all. Now, we have a couple leftover badges, so I'm going to go with Stop and Pop on Silver. We have 4 more remaining. So from here, I'm going to go with Catch and Shoot on Bronze. Also, go ahead and throw in Clutch Shooter. Now, we have a couple of other bronze badges that you can run with. For me, I would say that Volume Shooter is definitely going to be one that would help you out, as well as Set Shooter, y'all. Now, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking side of things. So, we got 26 badges to work with, which means on the playmaking side of things, everything is going to be just fine. So, let's go ahead and put on Silver, Quick First Step, Gold, Handles for Days, then go ahead and put on Triple Threat Juke. You cannot forget about Bailout, so put it on Bronze. Same exact thing when it comes down to Bullet Passer, but for now, we're going to go with, like I said, Stop and Go on Gold, Bronze Unpluckable, Bullet Passer, Hyperdrive going to be another really good badge to go with for the last 4. If you want to spread the wealth or upgrade any tiers of the badges we already have, you definitely can do so. For me, I'm going to go ahead and say Tight Handles on Gold is going to be a really good one to work with. And now, let's go ahead and get into the defensive. So, we got another 22 badges. I'm going to go with Bronze Interceptor, Silver, Clamps, as well as Rebound Chaser. Then go ahead and put on Rim Protector, Gold Intimidator, as well as Hall of Fame Hustler, y'all. Now, I'm also going to throw on silver chased on artists. If you want to upgrade it, you definitely can do so and move around some of the badges just to get it on gold. Now, with the last one, I'm going to go with the bronze tireless defender. And this is a setup that I would go with: 22 defensive, 26 playmaking, 25 shooting, and then we get 23 finishing, y'all. Again, thank God just for giving me this opportunity and all he is in my life. Thank y'all for coming through, because it just allows me to show y'all what I'm about with my movement, as well as just showing y'all support. I love y'all. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. No amount of words will ever describe and explain how close to how grateful I am for y'all. But man, more bangers coming at y'all with this 100 plus badge build. A lot more. So just be sure and know, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. I don't even need to say it. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join RGF the Rich Gang family, go ahead and turn on post notifications. But do not forget to hit that like button. Let's get 50 big likes on this banger. Be sure to share it with your family and friends. And man, last but not least, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Thank God and Rich out.